All righty then, man. Marcus Smart called out Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Said they need to pass more. They blew like a 16-point lead. Ended up losing by 14 to the Chicago Bulls, the new and improved Chicago Bulls. Let's talk about his comments. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, so here you guys go. It says Marcus Smart calls out Celtic stars after brutal meltdown. Okay. Make sure you guys can see this already good. It says every team knows, quote, every team knows we're going to Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and every team is programmed and studies to stop Jayson and Jaylen. Smart said, quote, I think everybody's scouting report is to make those guys try and pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball, and that's something that they're going to learn. Okay. So it's Ime Udoka's first season as head coach. There's only so much I can do without the ball in my hands. I just stand in the corner, Marcus Smart said. We're running the plays for your best players. Every team knows that, and they do a good job of shutting that down. Okay, we can't allow that. When they shut down, we can't keep trying to go to those guys. We gotta abort that and find another way to get them the ball in spots that they need the ball. Unquote. And like I said, for me, I can only do so much stand in the corner or when I come up and give the ball away. So yeah, he said it. You know what I'm saying? He made comments about it, and like I said, he probably ready to get out of there anyway. You know, it was rumors that they wasn't going to extend his contract, and it was rumors that they wasn't going to extend his contract. Okay, so but they end up giving him, I believe, a new contract this year, and he right, man. Jayson Tatum studying under Kobe. And that's something Kobe, had to learn was to share the ball and not just score. Something that Michael had to learn from Phil Jackson, not had the ball in his hands. And then when you scoring on that level, okay, when you scoring on that level, okay, it's like, your defense drops off. So of course, giving up the ball, seeing the double team on the trap before coming, giving up the ball, playing without the ball, and that's one of their biggest issues is that they don't have a point guard that's going to facilitate and give them the ball. And obviously, a lot of this fell on Brad Smith last year. And people were saying, Brad Smith ain't doing a great job coaching. That's the thing. It wasn't Brad Smith. They don't have the personnel. They don't have a point guard to stabilize the offense. They don't, Jayson Tatum ain't a playmaker. Jaylen Brown ain't a playmaker. It's good to have two dynamic scorers, but you got to have balance. You need that rondo. You had 3 great scorers in Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett at one point in time. But out Rajon Rondo, they don't. They just doing their own thing. I said that's like a class of kids without a teacher in the room. They make a noise until the principal come down and find a teacher and see where their teacher at or find a substitute. They need a stabilizer. They need a stabilizer. They need a stabilizer. They need somebody from come in. They ain't got to be the most high-profile person, and they need veterans. Marcus Smart can only do so much. They need somebody that can come in that's been there, done that trials and tribulations. Somebody that's going to be in the rotation and that's going to show them how to play basketball. Now, could you get that all in one person? Absolutely. And that's what Atlanta did last year. They brought in Gallinari and Bojanovic. They brought in some veterans to go with the young guys, Young, Collins, Reddish, and Hunter, and showed them how to be pros. They need that infusion of talent. And obviously the question of where it comes from, I don't know. Same thing Phoenix. Phoenix needed Chris Paul. They got a leader, a stabilizer for Booker and Ayton and all of them and whoever else over there. They got that in everything. A point guard, a stabilizer, and a leader in one. Boston need that. It could Ben Simmons, I don't know if they would trade Ben, but Ben would be that stabilizer. Now, leadership, I don't think he's just as young as they are. So you just look around the league and you look like, man, where could I find a good veteran that can contribute. A lot of these teams are very, very young. Could Dragic help them and stabilize them? That'd be part of the solution. I don't know if that would be the full solution. You need somebody, well, think about, LeBron, he did when he first got to LA, he didn't really want to take the time and help them grow. I don't blame him. We trying to win right now. We're just looking like, man, where can I find that at? It ain't too many just pure point guards walking on the face of this earth. Marcus Smart is part of the solution. Only a veteran player that got that respect can say that and still, be able to show up to practice the next day. But it's very, true floor generals like Chris Paul are becoming extinct, very extinct. So you ask yourself, well, where do I find it at? I don't think Bradley Beal is our answer, but there is an answer. There's partial answer out there. The guy in Houston and John Wall, he can be the stabilizer. Rajon Rondo, can you get him come back to Boston? He can be a stabilizer. But John Wall, that's a hefty price to pay. They tried to get Lonzo Ball. That didn't really work out. They didn't get Kyle Lowry, which that could have been part of the solution. They missed out on Drew Holiday last year. That could have been part of the solution. So, like I said before, John Wall, that might make sense. I don't think you can get him to reduce his his contract, but I mean, it is what it is. And then also Michael Brogdon might be part of the answer. Indiana not trending up. They spend a lot of money. Maybe you could swing Miles Turner and him over there. Michael Conley. I don't know if Utah already get rid of him. That could be part of the answer. Obviously, you're not getting your hands on Ja Morant. Maybe you do something with Sacramento and try to get Tyrese Haliburton over there. I mean, Damian Lillard. I don't know if Damian Lillard is the answer for them. He's just another scorer. So if I just think off top, Rajon Rondo, John Wall, could be two of their targets, available targets. So, but they need somebody that's respected. Lonzo would have been part of the answer too, but they need that another veteran to come in and help them out a lot too. But what they willing to spend and what they willing to trade is the question. If you're willing to trade much, then John Wall the answer, but you got to be willing to go into the cap. John Wall, somebody that's a willing defender, who's a known playmaker, who's a willing shooter, but has he got that much better with shooting? But Wall would be the answer. But also you need them to be, willing to play without the ball, and that's not easy to do. Turn on the TV, LeBron playing with the ball. This thing turn on the TV, everybody is, Giannis playing with the ball this him. But if you notice, Giannis step back and let Holiday and Middleton do their thing too sometimes. They need somebody that can respect that, somebody that respect. And they got to change their mindset. Let somebody else create and get easy buckets for you. But before they make a deal, they got to have open-minded young guys. They head probably bigger than the globe. They probably think they the shit. And that could be part of the issue too. If they're not gonna be open-minded to this, then you might as well hang it up. So, like I said, it's on them. It's on Tatum. It's on Brown to say, you know what, I'm willing to listen. But for them to acquire that attribute of ball distribution, that's not gonna happen right now. That's gonna take time. So they got to find a Rondo, a John Wall somewhere, and taking the ball out their hands. It's not gonna be like they competing against each other, going down the floor. I ain't giving the ball up. I got to get my shots. If I'm Tatum, I got to get my shots. Fuck Brown. You know, them getting that veteran presence will show them what kind of show them. You know, Chris Paul would have been perfect there. You know what I'm saying? Show them, hey, this way what you're doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Let me distribute you the ball. Let me get you the ball. And it's gonna make scoring that much better. It's gonna make them that much more efficient. Instead of getting up 20, 30 shots a game, or Jaylen Brown getting 30, 40 shots, 20, 30 shots a game, and Tatum not being able to get in the rhythm, he gonna distribute the ball and get them both in rhythm, and the defense not gonna be able to key in on one. You know, or they always can blow it up. But you know, like I said before, John Wall is a high price. Rondo, it's gonna be hard to get him from LA to come back to Boston. You know, Ben Simmons is part of the problem solver, but that's another high price. But the thing about Ben Simmons, you'll be able to trade Ben Simmons. John Wall won't be able to trade him again. You know, so like I said before, man, they need a stabilizer, distributor, veteran over there. If that's in more than one player, so be it. But somebody that respects, somebody that showed them. But that's been an issue over there. They had nobody to guard the bucket, and they had nobody to be a point guard. And Kimba was more of a scoring guard, and Kyrie was more of a scoring guard and rarely got on the floor. But you know, that is what it is. You know, let me know what you guys think. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All the links in the description. If you want to advertise on the channel, video request, business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or chop it up, all my social media links there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, just thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications when I go live or drop a video. Comment. Don't forget to check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time.